going to be working on our riser detail in SketchUp now. I started doing these details in SketchUp. I had a customer that brought some drawings to me that he liked where it had a riser detail that was done in a program called AutoSprink. Some of you may be familiar with. And, I didn't have access to that, and so tried to figure out what I could do better without purchasing a new program. Now, I had already owned SketchUp Pro 2016 at the time because I was doing timber frame drawings for another client, and SketchUp has some cool add-ons using Ruby that you can download and add stuff to the program. It's pretty cool. And so there's a timber framing utility that's pretty helpful. So you could do what we're doing today in the free version of SketchUp that's available in a web browser. The biggest difference is going to be that since I have the Pro version from 2016, I can export as a DWG file, so I'll be able to put it right into my draft site. So when you open up a new file, one of the things that it does is that, a blank file starts with this person. It's just to give you a scale reference. We could delete that if we wanted to. I don't know, I'm going to see. Leave it if that helps for a minute. I'm going to start out by drawing this, basically the slab that this riser is going to be coming up out of. So I'm going to just draw a rectangle, and let's see, I'm going to put 2'5", comma 3'9". So that did it. Now I'm going to take that, and I'm going to use this push-pull tool. I'm going to go up, say 4 inches. Now I got a 4-foot slab, and I actually want to draw this from the perspective that I'm looking at it right here. I want to rotate this 90 degrees. So let me see. There we go. And now I'm going to select this and make it a group. It keeps it one piece. So let's draw a pipe. So all we do, let's see, I think I have, here we go. And I'm using flame guard CPVC pipe, which all CPVC pipe is, made to this ASTM specification, which happens to be listed in my flame guard specs. And we got the standard 13R 2-inch supply. So we're going to be coming in with 2-inch, and our riser when we did our calcs was 2-inch. So I'm going to be drawing a pipe with an inner diameter of 2.03 or 003 and an outer diameter of 2.375. So I'm just gonna, where's my circle tool? Right here. The radius is half of that, so 003. I don't want I wonder if I can switch. I can't remember. Can I switch to diameter by doing that? No, that's AutoCAD. It's the thing with going back and forth between programs. Well, I can do 2.003, and now that's too big. So if I just go, so I don't want to do the math, and just scale it at 0.5, and I think that should be right. So I'm going to delete the center of that, so it's just a circle, and I'm going to draw another one at 2.375, and I'm going to do the same thing. Oops, don't want to draw another one. Select it, scale at 0.5. So now I'm going to see if I can place this one. I'll move it based on the center point to this one's center point. And now I can delete this inside, so that's the thickness of our pipe right there. Now I just use this, I'm going to select that surface, use the push-pull, and go up 12 inches. Oops. So now we've got a 1-foot pipe. And I want to make this, select it, and make it a group. Okay. It's looking good. Let's just, oops, let's see if this will let me find the middle of this object. I think what I got to do now, if you remember, this is a group, so if I draw a line on it, it won't stay. Oops. Actually, why don't I go to full screen? That'll make it a little easier. So now I could move this and go to the midpoint of that line. That doesn't look right. There we go. So now that's in the middle. Let's see here. Let me actually go across here. Oops, nope. Let me draw a line from the center. Now I have I'm showing you how to do this from scratch. I've been doing these for a while, so I would normally just take one, you know, that I had done before that was similar and then just modify it, which is a lot faster. But now I'm gonna, I don't know, one of the things, I mean, there's just, I'm not really an expert with SketchUp, to be honest. It works well for things that I need to. It's really kind of a basic modeler. Oops. Let's get her out of here, I think. We don't need this. I know what I'm doing wrong. I like to use these things. That works much better. So I'm gonna just make a line that goes, nope, perfectly across here for a construction line. I make one going this way too. Now I can select this, control to select both. I'm gonna go move, hit the plus sign, or wait, no, control sign, which will make it copy instead of move. I want to stay on this blue axis, and 36 inches for my 3-foot berry. So I'm gonna want control to make it a copy. There's a green axis. Let's see, let's move it a little closer. I'm gonna go rotate. I'm gonna use this flat surface and make it a little easier. I'm gonna type 90. Okay, now I'm gonna move. Let's see. Whoa, what's going on here? Let me change my camera position. All right, let me move. There we go, that's better. Let me go on the green axis. Now I'm gonna pull this, edit the group, bring it down closer. You get a 90 going here. I'm gonna make another construction line. My protractor tool, it goes vertical. And I'm gonna move that to the center where these intersect. Okay, we're gonna need to put a 90. Actually, this is going the wrong way. Let's see, we should have left our gal on there to help us find our directions. Move this out this direction. Okay, now I need to bring in a CPVC 90 2-inch, and I've got one already. My other program, my other SketchUp. Put that right there. So let's see, we need to rotate this 180. Now we'll move it. Let's see, Alt X to make it so that didn't work. Oh, maybe it did. There we go. Before I go into move, I'm going to select it. I'm going to move. So I'm going to use this point right here. I'm going to hold down. I'm on the green axis like I want to be. I'm going to hit Control. Oops. Nope, not Control. Shift, and it'll stick to that axis. And so it's on the axis where I intersect this line. So that's perfect. So now, go up into this guy, select it, edit group, select that face, push-pull tool, just go into there, do the same thing with this one, group, okay. So that's our supply coming in. Now generally, I like to just take this up exactly 1 foot, so 12, enter. And that's where I'm going to put my first fitting. Some contractors, depending on the situation, they may be doing the supply, or they may not be. So a lot of times they'll start 1 foot above finished floor or 5 foot from the building. We're going to pretend we're doing 1 foot above finished floor for this drawing, and I'll say contractor to start at this point. And that will be, it's going to be a slip by groove adapter. Got one right here. I'm going to copy, paste into here. Oh no, that's not the right one. That's a slip by thread. Alright guys, so we are going to be working on our riser detail in SketchUp now. I started doing these details in SketchUp. I had a customer that brought some drawings to me that he liked where it had a riser detail that was done in a program called AutoSprink. Some of you may be familiar with. And so now we would do the same thing to draw a Schedule 10 piece of pipe. But to save us a little bit of time, I'm just going to copy one that I've already drawn and bring it in here. Let's see, what is this? It's just a group. Okay, that's good. Go from the center onto there. Well, that's definitely off, I would say. Yep, let's go up here, see what we can do. Not even close. This is gonna be a little sketchy, or a little tricky with SketchUp sometimes to get it. Sometimes I'll have to actually draw a line across to get a center. Let me try that. Now I can delete this line, move this down. Too far off in the distance. Try this. I'm just using the surface of this. Oops, not anymore, I'm not. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so the next thing, if we didn't have a vault outside, we could have a double check right here. Like, let me see, I think I got one. I'll just bring in to show you guys, maybe. Yeah, there we go, there's a Watts standard 2-inch double check. This one's threaded. But we have a vault outside with that, and so after that we'd have a check valve and an additional pipe coming off of here and going back outside to our FTC. But again, we have a vault, so we don't have to worry about that. We're just going straight up. We're going to have a butterfly valve and a riser assembly. Again, I've already got this stuff, so I'm just going to bring it in here and paste it. And we need to look at our elevation right here. So from the floor, it's 9'7". So I'm going to take this, move, hit Control to copy it, and go 9'7". So I'm going to have a 90 there. Just trying to get an idea where to fit everything. Let's move around a little bit. Let's go ahead and select this, edit group, select the surface. Let's go ahead and pull that down a ways. Let's just see how that looks. It's not bad. So let's go ahead and put our stuff on here. Now we'll move it down there. So okay, so clearly, I don't even know what our height is here. Let's see, we want it probably, what, about 4 or 5 feet up? Let's put another line just to get a better angle. Okay, select this. I'm gonna copy it. Let's go 48. So that's at 4 feet, so we would probably want to go above that. I don't know, that's probably fine right in there. Have the control valve there. Okay, so we'll go back in here, select this pipe, edit group, and go up in here. That's probably, make it, that's good. Okay, now we're gonna need another one of these. Go move, Control to copy, and it's gonna be up here. That's not even close. There we go. And we need another, oops. let me think about this. This is schedule 10 steel, so we're gonna have to, what we'll do is we'll go up, we'll 90, and then we'll go to a slip by groove, or see what that be, a groove by slip adapter. Okay, so we're gonna need a grooved. Here, I got a block here I can bring across. This will be a 90. Oh, the whole shebang. So this is, groove 2-inch groove coupling to 90. This is schedule 10. This is another groove coupling, and this is a slip by groove adapter, and then we got 2-inch CPVC here. So I'm gonna get rid of this guy. I want it pointed that way, so I'm gonna use this slab to rotate it. Makes it a little easier. 90 degrees. We need a point to grab onto here. I'm gonna select this here. One of these center points. Okay. Oops. Okay, now we need to line this up. Probably be a little easier if we get this pipe out of the way. Okay. Let's see here. So we'll select this. Move. There we go. Now we need to select our pipe. Edit group. Touch the surface we want to push pull. That looks good. There we go. All right, so that, I mean, that's basically it. The only other thing I usually do, I like to put these on in here in 3D space. Let's see, to do that, what I usually do first is we can hide this and hide this and this. Okay, then we'll do our dimensions. So something I need to do first, actually, let's position the camera. Like find a position here. Let me bring back the hidden stuff. What we want to do is find something that looks good for the view we want to export. I think that's pretty good. So now I'm gonna go, I need to save the scene. Here, I need to hit plus, there we go. So now it's scene 1. Now what that did is I can go in here, do my dimension. I missed the first one, there we go. Do my dimension. So now I have it, I need to place it. If I just hit this scene button, it'll put me back exactly where I was. So, see, does that look better or does that? I think this does. So we'll go with that. Then we'll do another one. Again, we'll go up to this intersection. There we go. Hit our scene button. Come on. There we go. I'm just gonna put it, I'm having trouble getting it where I want, but it's in the right axis there. Now if I go back, I think maybe I can move it. Let's try these to be in line. There we go, looks pretty good. 9'7", 3'0". So now we'll get back our hidden stuff. We go view hidden geometry. Right click on that, unhide. Unhide, unhide. Okay, we'll turn off hidden geometry. Now we can delete these. We don't really, oops, I must have not really unhidden it. Let's go unhide, unhide. There we go. View, hidden geometry, scene 1. In scene 1, I forgot that's got my hidden geometry turned off. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, mess that up. Let's see, view hidden geometry. Can I do it from here? Unhide, got one, unhide, unhide, view, hidden geometry, and I'm gonna add a scene. That's scene 2 now. Scene 1 has it gone, scene 2 has it there. Okay, we'll just delete scene 1, yep. Okay, there we go. Now, when we export to DWG, these construction lines will not be there. But you could also delete them if it makes it easier for you. Sometimes they can be kind of tricky to select. But there we go. There's our riser, and now we'll just, again, this option is only available on Pro, but I will go here to export. Okay, I'm gonna go edit. Oops, no, file, export, 2D graphic, and it would just ask me for a file location, and I'd tell it to save. And then we would just cut and paste that into DraftSite. So that's drawing a riser detail in SketchUp. Let me know if you guys got any other, like to see anything else. In the next video, we're going to be back in DraftSite. We're going to import our riser detail we did in SketchUp and finalize our drawing, get all the info in there, like our hydraulic information from our calculations, and we'll call out everything on our riser detail and just get it ready for our authority having jurisdiction to get a permit. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.